Hey everybody, it's Tommy with a better time, and boy, have I got an iconic piece. I'm actually doing a couple iconic pieces back to back. Of course, you're only going to see one of them now, so I'm not sure why I'm mentioning that, but let me give this thing a bit of a shine. I got an email from people that said, you know, it is de rigueur, right, to tell us what you're wearing on your wrist. People, I'm almost always wearing a Rolex Submariner that I got from Dad. If I'm wearing something else, maybe I'll, but just assume the default setting is the reference number 1600. This is a 1600. It's not the 30. So it's reference number 1600. It's 1980s Rolex sub with a date function. And it's something that my dad wore on his wrist from the time I was probably 12 until the time that he passed a year ago. And it's the only thing I'm not, ready to part with. Basically everything else that we've got, if the money's right, or if it's, listed on the store, because there's some stuff we do reviews on that aren't listed in the store. It doesn't mean it's not for sale. It just means that it's not for sale, on that forum. But you can always reach out to us. By the way, if you want to talk watches, if you got something you want to correct me on or anything like that, knock yourself out. I have no issues with any of that. I'm not really that guy. The more I can learn, the better. And let's be real honest. There's always somebody that knows more about something than you do. And I've never professed to be the smartest man in the world on watches. I can tear one apart and put it back together. And there are certain brands I know quite a bit about, but I'm always willing to learn more. The watch I'm talking to you about right now, this is just, I'm telling you that when you look at certain vintage timepieces, it just screams iconic. Like you look at it and as soon as you see it, you go, oh, damn, that's cool. This watch is nicknamed the Spider. You're probably familiar with it. This is the Gruen Barclay. Let me move the hands. I'm a pro. And then we'll give this thing a wind. It is a manual. So we'll give this thing a little bit of a wind so that we can see that sub-second dial start doing its thing. That was my cat. She's rolling over in the windowsill. That time of day, how cats are. She kind of follows the sun, hits every window. Very lazy animal, especially for a kitten. But the condition of this, very often you see the spider web sort of intricate around the outside of the lugs. That's usually the first thing to lose all of the plating. They were not done with, huge amounts of plate back in the day. Not the Gruen anyway. But this is the Gruen Barclay Spider. It's really, really in great shape. Let me get a loop because, oh no, hey, what do you know? I actually have my glasses handy. Always a rarity. But the inscription, A. Richard Blanc. And looks like it isn't the greatest quality inscription I've ever seen, but absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. This is listed in the store at $750 for a. If you check around and look at Barclay's Spiders in this condition, I think you're going to find this is a pretty good deal. Because this thing really is just in amazing shape and it keeps beautiful time. This has been it's been serviced, but just really doing a great job at doing what it's supposed to, which it's been doing for a very, very long time. Gorgeous watch, retains all of the gold plating on there. There's really very few places, if any. Should probably look this over with a loop, but I don't think there's really any place on this that is missing any of the. No, there really is not. This retains all of the gold plating, which again is rare for the Barclay Spider. Yeah, there is not a spot on this that's missing any of its plate. It really is just remarkable, the condition that it's in. Really just beautiful. So this is listed in the store at $750. And you know the drill, people. You can always make us an offer. Tell us why you can't live without this. And You know, we've been known to work with people. So the Gruen Barclay Spider. I'm telling you, people, when you think vintage, there's certain watches that kind of jump out as just, you know, style that is so unique to the time. You're just not seeing that kind of a design these days. And there are other watches. Some of the really big name watches also did a spider kind of a design where the outside of the watch, you know, has that really intricate case and intricate lugs that surround the case. This has got a lug to lug of, let's see here, it's got a lug to lug of 42, and it has a width of 31. But I'll tell you what, it wears a little larger than that. It's you'll see pictures of it on Noah's wrist. There is, because of how they did the outside of this, it really looks bigger than its size on the wrist. Really, really unique. Such a beautiful piece. And if you look at that dial, it's flawless. Which again, if you're into vintage, you know why. They did not loom this thing in any way. And whenever they don't loom, I'll tell you something. It's loom is great. It's nice to be able to see things light up at night, but the modern looms, no problem. The looms that they used back when radioactivity was still the order of the day was not the best thing that happened to vintage watches. I mean, yeah, there is some great patina that is caused by that, but there's also just some really ugly damage that some watches that were really, really beautiful have been destroyed by that radiation. But this isn't one of them. I'm Tommy with a better time. We'll see you on the next watch. God bless.